Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're gonna be jumping into another session of Epic 7. Now today, got some more summoning for you guys. And today we're gonna be going for Empyrean Ilynav, who is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to be able to use her in RTA. Can't use her in this current season, but we'll definitely be able to use her in the preseason, the upcoming season, right? She has injury in both her S1 and her S3. She also has some lifesteal in her S1, which is pretty cool. But her S3 also cleanses debuffs off of your allies, 2 of them, while granting Indomitable for 2 turns, which is huge. It gives you defense and effect resistance by 30%, right? Very few units had this buff. And I don't think anyone applied it to the team like she does, so she's going to be the very first that does this. Her S2 actually gives penetration resistance to all allies by up to 30%, which is absolutely amazing. All these units that penetrate defense and stuff, right? They're gonna be dealing way less damage. Just imagine what Wukong takes when he takes a hit from like Genoa's S3 or whatever, right? But just apply that to the entire team. Plus she gains combat readiness for every time a unit on your team is hit, right? So it's gonna be amazing. For the lineup here in this banner, unfortunately we have Ludwig and Holy Sacrifice, 2 things that I really don't want. So I'm hoping that we just like one-tap her here. Or not. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, that's not gonna happen. Alright, so wow, we got like nothing. Not even like a fake out or anything. Okay, let's do our one daily summon. Let's get this bad luck out of the way. There we go. Cleansed our palette, and let's have a go at it, right? I don't have enough for pity. So I have like 6,000 mystic medals going into this. That is not enough. I think you need 10k to pity. So we're far ways away from pity, and I've pitied pretty much every single banner this entire year, so I'm really hoping that I don't have to get that far. Let's hope though. Oh, that's not good. It's either Ludwig or Holy Sac. Oh guys, that's terrible. If I get a Ludwig, if I get 50-50'd, I got 50-50'd. Great. Got 50-50'd again. This has happened on every Mystic banner this year. How fantastic. That sucks. And by 50-50, this is what I mean. If you go to the rate up here, you see how Ludwig and Empyrean Ilynav have the same exact rate up percentage? Yeah, it is terrible. I don't even have ML Ludwig for me to imprint, and I think even if I did, I don't need another one. So that kind of a bummer. Alright, got some 3 stars here. No purples, guys. No purples! Is this gonna be it? Are we gonna get shafted on this? Is it like every single injury ML unit that comes out that I won't be able to get? Because when ML Shu came out, I was not able to get ML Shu. ML Shu was one of the units that I tried for, but I could not get. So, let's see here. If our luck's gonna change, perhaps? Oh, we have 3,000. We're halfway through all of our Mystic Medals already. Oh! Okay. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, guys. You have no idea how happy I am to finally break this streak. To finally break this streak. I've pitied every single banner this entire year. Finally. Finally. I'm gonna have an injury ML5. Oh my god. Her design looks pretty cool. Her design looks alright. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm just so glad I managed to pull her. Alright, now you guys know what time it is. It's time to jump into... Wait, there's no way. Dude, there's no way. There's no way. No. What? There goes my luck for the rest of the year. Oh, no. Well. And that was the last summon too. See, we have 200 summons until pity. That was the very last summon in that temple. That is hilarious. Alright, now it is time for the arena showcase. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump into our first little arena showcase here. We currently can't use Empyrean Ilynav in RTA because she got released too close to the end of the season, but we will be testing her in RTA during the preseason and beyond, of course. So Empyrean Ilynav here, she's on Destruction and Immunity. We're currently running her on Holy Sacrifice. You can go for a multitude of artifacts here, whether you want damage, you want mitigation, you want kind of a support type artifact, it's all good, right? I'm pretty sure she can work on anything. Now, I currently have a couple of imprints, thankfully, due to the summons, but I'm not running a whole ton of damage on her. I want to see what she can do with this, and if you couple her with other injury units, I think she can work quite well. Even on her own, she's going to turn cycle quite a bit. So yeah, we're going to jump into this here and see what we can do. Now, the current opponent's team here has two defense penetration units, right? They have Genoa, and they have Dragon Bride Senya. Both of these units are quite annoying to deal with, and they're found quite often in arena defenses, at least for right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what we can do. This Taiwan's gonna go. I don't really want him to go, so we're bringing DDR here as kind of a support unit to not just inflict the injuries, but he also has Potion Vial and turn cycling for the team. So we're gonna go ahead and push everybody up here. Now, unfortunately, the Taiwan didn't get slapped, so that's a bit unfortunate. Let's go for some damage onto this Dragon Bride Senya. See how much we can do here. Quite curious. Well, it's actually not terrible. Okay, good chunk of injury damage there. Right, so we are defense broken, we are stunned, unfortunate. I really want to test out Lionheart Surmi as well, that's why I brought her here. The reason's because the Indomitable buff actually gives her quite a bit of defense, right? You get 30% extra defense here, and it is quite a notable chunk of defense. So let's keep going on this Bellion. She is going to counter. That is going to cleanse the Lionheart, which is good. So now Lionheart has both the Indomitable and the defense buff, which is pretty big. Let's go ahead and hit the Bellion here. Look at how fast the injury's stacking up. I know, obviously, DDR is contributing to some of it, but Ilynav's S1 also has injuries, so she's not bad. I know some people are running her on counter and things. The one reason why I'm running her a bit faster, so 190 speed, is because if anyone is trying to cleave you and they open with an AoE skill, like a Ron S3, because she pushes up 40% combat readiness, at 190 speed, you can actually cut a 320 speed opener, and then you can just cleanse Ron's debuffs, right? For example, if he goes ahead and rips that S3 into you. So I'm trying to build her for like kind of a well-rounded generalist, so she can kind of fit into multiple team comps here. Right? I didn't even realize Taiwan died, and now Bellion is gone as well. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we turn Sugged out of our defense break. That's good. Now let's see how much Genoa does on his S3. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely nothing. And this, keep in mind, also has Crimson Armor on the team mitigating some damage. But wow, a Genoa S3 dealing that little is insane. Right, Ilynav's turn cycling quite a bit here. Let's keep on hitting this. Let's keep on hitting this Genoa here. Alright, he is going to go for the extra hit. Now, unfortunately, he is still going to, DDR is going to die in this case, but look at that. Less than 5,000 damage there. That's pretty good. So let's go ahead and rip another S3. Get this Genoa down to immortality range, and then we can focus our efforts on this Dragon Bride Senya. Oh, actually, we already procced immortality. I didn't even realize that either. So, let's see how much the Ilynav. Ooh, I kind of hope Lionheart doesn't kill, because I wanted to see how much her detonation can do, right? Her Soulburn S1. We couldn't do it earlier because of the Bellion there. But yeah, for longer fights here, Ilynav's going to excel quite well, right? Just even going by the sustain game, she provides so much defensive capabilities for your team. It's quite insane. Alright guys, so while I was using Crimson Armin, it got me thinking, hey, Crimson Armin's normally paired with Abyssal Euphine, right? So why not take Abyssal Euphine with Empyrean Ilynav? Again, she's another defense scaler, right? And let's bring a defense buffer too. So we have Ocean Breeze Luluka as well here. She can cleanse the New Moon Luna's debuffs right here, and also give us a defense buff. She has some healing, and she provides a little turn cycling for the team, so I think she's perfect, right? Let's go for this. We can cleanse, we got the defense buffs here, and we're going up against an Arbiter Vildred. Now, obviously, he doesn't penetrate defense, but he has a ton of damage with his Alexa's Basket, and you really can't see any damage coming in here. The ice cream buff helped a little bit, otherwise Ilynov's damage would have been visible. Let's go ahead and focus down the Bellion, why not? And I'm hoping that some AoEs come out and hit the Abyssal Fiend so we can start charging up, and then we can rip our own S3 into our opponent here. Yeah, see, look at that. We're already capping out on our injury damage, as you can see. At the bottom there, we're dealing a bit more damage than we're inflicting injury, so that's good. As long as you're kind of maximizing your injury that you inflict on her, it's going to be pretty decent. So, oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Look at that Arby. I mean, Arby is pretty squishy already, but... And Ilynav takes another turn. Look at that, we're just turn cycling super quick with units like Bellion and Arby on the other side who AoE. So it is quite nutty. Let's go ahead and finish off the New Moon Luna. I kind of want to get her out of the way before she gets to turn cycle again. Does she have S3? Oh, actually, it's fine. Let's just tank up here with Crimson Armin. Right, I feel like this is going to be something we're going to see. Empyrean Ilynav with Crimson Armin, right, together. It's going to be disgusting. Look how fast this Ilynav turn cycles. Again, taking another turn. Let's injury down the Bellion some more. I really hope that in this match we can soulburn her S1, but we'll see about that. Abyssal Fiend just keeps on countering, keeps on dealing damage. Look at that. Okay, well, unfortunately here, our whole team is pretty much still invincible, except Ilynav herself, so we'll see how much damage she takes. Okay, 4,000. The splash damage actually did about as much as the initial hit itself. And Arby with an attack buff, oh my god, only 8,000 damage. Look at that. 2 AoEs, and our Ilynav gets to wrap back around and just finish off that. How many turns did Ilynav take before Abyssal Fiend took hers? That's nuts. Going for the S3 here. Oh, we actually killed. Did not expect that. That's okay. And we'll just go ahead and try to finish this off. So, I don't think we'll have enough souls to soulburn here, which is unfortunate, because again, I do want to test out the detonation on her Soulburn S1. But yeah, you're starting to see here that, look at that injury just pile up super quickly, right? It's quite insane. Alright, well, we do have the Soulburn here to finish off the Senya, and there you guys go. Another round done. Let's go ahead and test her in a slightly different team comp. Alright guys, so I went out and found a team that is pretty aggressive here, right? We got a Zio, we got a Ron. Ron has an AoE S3, and that's going to hit the Ilynav, and she could potentially cut up, and we can try to cleanse, right? That's what we're going to try to do. She might get the Stigma debuff on her and stuff, but we should still be faster than the Blood Moon Haste and Navy Captain Landy, so we should be able to cleanse the team before anything goes down. So yeah, we have Karina and Albedo, because they're pretty standard anti-cleave units, trying to replicate something you would see in RTA. We also have New Moon Luna here to kind of bait out the Zio, but she's also really good for sealing the Blood Moon Haste and Navy Captain Landy and kind of shutting them down, right? I don't necessarily need to stop the Blood Moon Haste defense penetration because the Ilynav can do her thing, but we're just going to have this here to see what happens. Alright, we got the Ron going, very cool, and let's see how much the Empyrean Ilynav jumps up. She already jumped up a little bit, right, because of Zio, but let's see here. Ooh, okay. We do get, look at that, she pushes up there and she's ready to cut. Right, look at that, she's already ready to go. We got the defense breaks and stigmas on our team. We don't like that. So we're going to try to injury down, well, we could go for the Blood Moon Haste. I'm a little afraid we're not gonna crit. So maybe we don't go for him here. Let's just go for the Zio. Why not? I really don't want him to counter and like heal up on us either. So let's just go for this. Okay, good little chunk of damage. Now I could just soulburn this. I do really want to see what the Blood Moon Haste damage is, but let's go for this for now. Because Blood Moon Haste, his passive defense penetrates, right? So he wouldn't really do all that much if he was kind of left to his own devices here, and we didn't seal him. I don't think his S3 would still do that much anyway. So do we want to kill Zio here, or do we want to go for the Ron? I think Zio is going to die to Karina's splash damage anyway, so we might as well just go for the Navy Captain Landy. Kind of defense break her, and then we'll have Karina come in and finish the job. Because at this point, even if maybe Captain Landy counters, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. So let's go for this. So Karina actually benefits from this Indomitable buff too, because again, defense scalers are super nice now. They have another way to buff their stats, right? Attack buffers have always had this. You have rage buff, you have vigor buff, you have... Well, now you have, like, greater attack and attack buffs that you can stack with those as well. Indomitable can actually stack with Vigor buff too. Keep in mind, see, Lilius has an AoE Vigor buff for the team. So if you stack that with Indomitable, it could actually be pretty disgusting. So let's finish off the Ron here. And now it's just Blood Moon Haze that's left. Yeah, so the cutting capabilities of Ilynav here are not too shabby. I bet if she did get the... if she did get the Stigma buff on her, because mine's not built with resistance, right, then she might not be able to cut fully, but that's also why I built her with a little bit of a failsafe, right? She's 190 speed, you can cut a 320 speed opener, and most runs are not 320 speed, so you have a little bit of leeway. So we'll see how it goes in practice in like actual RTA, but for now, it seems like she's actually doing what I wanted her to do, which is kind of good. And now we just gotta chip down this Blood Moon Haze, because I think he's already used his S3. And just finish him off here. Boom! And done. Alright, let's go out and seek some more victims that we can tank down in front of. Okay, well, another match, another defense scaling unit that we can potentially try out here. Let's go with Arya this time around, because I want to see how much damage Laia can actually do into my Arya. Laia does penetrate defense with her S3, so we're going to give this a shot. There's also just a lot of damage on the other side in the form of Bellion and Arby. Bellion can potentially counter, Arby can potentially gab, so we might be in a little bit of trouble if we don't have some mitigation, which is why I brought in ML Senya. ML Senya is going to protect our team a little bit. She's on Adamant Shield, not Aurea, so she's not going to soak up the damage for the Arya. And Adamant Shield only protects against crit damage, so we're not going to be able to protect from Laia's S3 either. This should give us a good reading of the numbers and see what Laia is actually capable of into a defense buffed Arya with Indomitable, right? So Arby coming in here, that's pretty good that we mitigated a lot of the damage. I could also just injury down Laia, like if I'm trying to replicate an actual RTA game, you try to injury down Laia as soon as possible, right? So we are going to try to apply some injury to her. And let's go for an S3. We could push up against the... I guess we can go for the New Moon Luna. I could try to hit the Arby as well, but I think Arya can potentially kill him here. Let's go for this. Right, so now we have a defense buff, we have Indomitable, and for this whole turn until Arya's next turn here, we should be hitting quite hard, because Arya, again, is a defense scaling unit. Alright, let's see how much damage she does with this. Okay, that's not bad, that's not bad. Again, keep in mind my Arya is not on a full damage build. My Arya hardly has any crit damage, probably like 180 crit damage. She does rely a lot on her Fairy Tale for a Nightmare, as you saw there, that proc, to kill most of her targets. But she is staying alive quite well here. Alright. Again, it's not terrible. Laia is going to dual attack. We are going to be able to counter and heal. That's good. As long as we're healing, that's all I need. We do get a nice barrier for the Arya. Or, sorry, for the Arya, so that we can hopefully live this Laia that's about to come in, because I think she has... Oh, not yet, not yet. That's good. We'll go for this. Let's S3. Maybe we'll kill Laia before she even gets her S3, actually. That'll be quite... quite disappointing. Alright, there you go. Ooh, wow, holy, that's a lot of damage! And we still haven't tested out Ilynav's potential to Soulburn either, because so many teams have Bellion on their defenses, it's quite difficult. I'm sure we'll be able to test it out in Guild Wars, and of course, in future RTA sessions as well, so if you don't want to miss out on those, be sure you are subscribed. But let's go ahead and find another match. Alright guys, we got a mirror match on our hands, so our opponent here also has Empyrean Ilynav on their defense team, and what I'm looking at here is a potential Wukong showcase. So Wukong also has some defense penetration resistance in his kit, that coupled along with Ilynav's can actually stack, right? And we have Ocean Breeze Luluka here, so we can potentially cleanse after the after the ML Politis goes, we're not going to get our full focus proc, and we're not going to debuff the opponents right away, but that should be alright. We do have Knockwall as well, and I'm going to bring her in here so that we can try to seal up the team, bind them and everything, so we're not getting hit too much. It also allows us to take care of the Genoa fairly easily. If we can seal him, then Wukong can just one-shot. So we'll go into this and see what happens. Wukong also doesn't penetrate defense in any of his attacks. In fact, his S3 just increases the damage that is dealt. He scales with the difference between his attack stat and the opponent's attack stat. So going up against knights and stuff, like potentially an ML Ilynav, he does have the potential to do quite well, because his damage is pretty good. So we'll cleanse the team here, get that ice cream buff and stuff on us, and what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and S3 here. We'll bind everybody, and I'm going to hopefully be able to... this will push up the Ilynav on the opponent's side. See, so she will be able to cleanse this. I'm not going to go for the S2 just yet. I don't think so, because she's going to cleanse, so we might as well just push back the Bellion a little bit here. Oops. Didn't get that. Alright, well, we did reset her, so actually, she didn't cleanse. Oops, overlooked that. It's alright. Knockwall should be able to come back around. Okay, so our Ilynav gets pushed up. We were provoked, though, so we lose this this turn here. Genoa gets to go, and look at this. We're forcing him to S1. He is oh, look at that. He does crit us. Now, normally, that would be a ton of damage. Wukong was pretty much dead right there, right? But that double defense penetration stacks, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and injury down this Ilynav on the other side. And I think what will happen is Knockwall should be able to lap. Oh, never mind. Wukong goes. Should we go for the Genoa? I 100% messed up. It was my fault here. Knockwall should have sealed the Genoa so that we can actually go for this, and this should kill. But here, he actually doesn't get to proc his rage buff, which is a good thing, but he still gets his immortality because we didn't seal his passive entirely. So he's going after the Knockwall here. That is fine. Let's go ahead and hit the Bellion. Push up, very good. And now I can try to seal this Ilynav so she doesn't get the CR push. I think Knockwall is going to be very good into the ML Ilynav here. As you can see, look, we're getting hit, we're getting pushed up. We do get some debuffs because, again, mine doesn't have resistance in her build. But let's go for this. Chipping away at the Ilynav here. And Genoa, ooh, his S1 does a bit, right? Quite a bit. His S3, though, not doing all that much, which is a good thing. So we'll go ahead and push up the Ilynav here. Let's try to finish off the Genoa. And I feel like once we finish him off, things will become a lot easier, right? But we saw the potential here, right? Wukong with Ilynav, you really get a lot of protection. A lot of protection. And same thing with the Ocean Breeze Luluka. She should have died to that S3, but she didn't. Well, she's gonna die to this, though. A little bit unfortunate, but it's alright. Again, I messed up earlier in the match, so us being in this position is kind of my fault. Let's see if Wukong can salvage this, though. So, Wukong still has the ability to heal, because he is on lifesteal set. We get pushed back a little bit, but speed down's still not going to hinder us all too much. Let's go for an S1. Okay, got at least one crit, which is nice. Ilynav might go down here. Oh my god, this Bellion's just proccing so many times. Uh-oh. What-oh? But hey, it's alright. We got a holy sacrifice here. So let's go ahead and... let's S3 into the Ilynav once more. Why not? We'll try to finish her off, because I think we'll be okay into the Bellion, as long as Wukong stays alive. Oh, there we go. There's another hit here from the Bellion, and we do get an S3. So, do I want to kill the Bellion, actually? I should probably kill the Bellion here. How about that? So again, Wukong comes in, he doesn't have defense penetration, he just scales his attack based on the difference of stats, and see, he still does quite a bit of damage, it's not bad. Unfortunately, we don't have our Soulburn to, S1 to Soulburn here, so I think our Ilynav might go down. Ooh, not yet! Can she actually live this? Probably not, she might die to the Politis. Oh, she's gonna die to the Lightning, that's unfortunate. But again, I think that was a pretty good showcase of what you can do, just tanking raw damage from your opponents, as long as as long as they have defense penetration in their skill description, right? Units like Wukong that don't have defense penetration, or potentially Emo Bologna as well, right? Those units don't really care all that much, and so they can still deal a ton of damage to you, right? Especially like Emo Bologna's Soulburn or Wukong's S3. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think of Empyrean Ilynav in the comment section down below. Love to hear your thoughts, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.